We're live. Don't mind me editing the size of the window after going live. I should have done that beforehand, but I'm kind of an idiot. So, yeah. All right. So, as you can see, we're looking at something a little familiar. Last week when I did the stream for quarterfinals and semifinals, unfortunately, I had a storm roll in, and the stream just kind of fucking stopped as we were watching the last fight between Tim and Wah. So, as a build-up to the hype of finals, we get to see who's going to finals. We get to finish that. We know Void's lost to AMLO Dude. So we get to see who's going to finals and who's going to be competing for the consolation spot. So we are in game 3 of our semifinals round of Tim versus Wah. Tim being the Rio Luno Azoro, and Wah being the coach of the Wah's Toxicosis, the coach of the Ottawara Cavaliers. So here's game 3. We get to see who makes it. And yeah, without further ado. Oh, my Google is doing the thing again. Oh, it fixed itself. All right, so we see an Iron Treads lead. Iron Treads? No, Iron Hands against Sasui and Decidueye. Decidueye taking that Ice Punch does get frozen, unfortunately. Immediately thaws himself out, though, which is crazy, and fires off a Fat Roost, which Tim just thinks he's going to get some leverage on by Volt switching out, but alas, he does not. See Hammerot come out. Obviously, Tim sets up that Protect on the Gliscor so he can get his Toxic activated. A layer of spikes up, which the Iron Hands lands on. Gets a sub up, fires off another layer of spikes. Thunder Punch destroys the sub. Kind of saw that one coming. Switches out to Desi, which does reveal itself as Heavy Duty Boots. Does get paralyzed. This bird loves being statused. Out comes Cyclozar. Desi goes for the Roost. Nice. A little late to knock off that Toxic Orb there, don't you reckon? But might as well knock. The chance to knock something else off is huge. Game audio is a little loud. Okay, let me just do... That should help it. Oh, motherfucker. Google's doing the thing again. Hold on. No. I did turn it down. I just think because I had it turned up for Blizzard, because Blizzard is quieter than some of my other co-hosts. I love you guys, though. So I normally have my game audio a little, or my audio for my computer, my desktop audio is a little quieter normally. Google, why do you hate me? See, if only you guys could see it how I'm seeing it. Like, I'm literally erasing Samurott right now so I can see him in action. Right? Like, it's wild. Like, hover... Oh, there we go. It cleared itself up. Holy shit. Mouse is chasing the rainbow. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what turn are we on? We're going to go back. Sure. This'll work. Sizor comes out. If I need to quiet it again, let me know, please. I did turn it down, though. Samurott eats an Earthquake. Aqua Cutter doing a good chunk of damage. Wish it would have been a crit, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. That's not a Barraskewda! Here comes Desi. This bird versus scorpion rivalry is crazy. Yeah, I didn't know Barrow was immune to fake out. That's wild. Andy can learn hyper voice? That's crazy. Oh, Parabird. Tim really wants Wah to switch out here, but Wah says, nah, man, I am here to stay, even though I keep getting paralyzed. Maybe that's why he doesn't switch out yet, is because he's paralyzed. He can't actually move. 2 turns in a row is fucking wild. Or was it? Yeah, it was only 2 turns. Oh, oh, oh. Does not like a Draco Meteor, however, yeah, eating up Earthquake PP is really good. %, from a close combat's crazy. That's what happens when you double resist. Thanks, Wah. Hey, man, I'm kind of retarded, okay? Cat versus Bird Genie. Cat versus Bug. Ooh, gets a crit on the 3rd hit. Wait a minute. I didn't know Sizlord could get toxic. That's crazy. Yeah, heavy armored Bug. I'm sorry. My bad. I won't do that again. Thunderous goes behind Sub. Switches out. Didn't want to risk the triple axle. First one probably would have broke it. And the other 2 definitely would have killed. Down goes Zoroark. This, Charcoal, this is our recap of semifinals because I had to, the stream got cut short due to shitty weather. So we're just watching the game 3 of semis. Does Sizor live that? Ooh, he does live it! 6%! Does not want to take a bullet punch, though. That cat has no bulk. Fish gets poisoned. Fish switches out into the big genie bird. Goes for an agility. Terra flying. Terra Blast to kill Cyclozar. Sets up another sub. Yeah, Gliscor is a pain in the ass, bro. Out comes Cloyster. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yep. That's a dead blue waffle there. Sucker Punch, breaks sub. Cat dies to Terra Blast. Does Thunderous kill Gliscor? Yes, it does. 1-hit KO. And there we have it, folks. Wah takes the victory over Tim going into finals. That means it will be Tim and the Riolunoa Zoro. I had to make aggressive double switches. Yeah, dude, you made a lot of aggressive double switches this match. Like, I think the most painful one was watching you have to waste HP to set up sub and then immediately go switch out. But, like, what else were you going to do in the face of a triple axle? You know what I mean? There was kind of nothing really there that you could do. Anyway, so Tim and the Riolunoa... God, dude, I can't say that 10 times fast. Motherfucker. Tim and the Riolunoa Zoro are advancing to the consolation match for the podium fight, and he will be fighting Voids and the Limber Luchadors. which means we have Toxicosis and the blah, blah, blah. I already said it earlier. I know it's right there on the tip of my tongue. The Ottawara is Cavaliers going up against Amlo Dude and the Amazing Monkey Dories. So, before we get into the consolation match, because I am going to do consolation. Yeah, WA has so many fucking usernames. Keeping up with it's crazy. Before we get into finals, we are going to watch the consolation match. Consolation match was a best out of 3 to keep in standing with the semifinals, because they aren't their title doesn't have as much weight as the finals match, so they don't have to go through as much rigorous bullshit. But in between rounds, there's a 15-minute break. And in those 15 minutes, you are allowed to make changes. And I think I've already talked about this when I did the quarterfinal stream, but I'm gonna highlight it again. In those 15 minutes, you are allowed to make changes to your team. That way you can better prep for the matchup ahead. You know, you're locked into the 6 Pokemon that you brought. You can't change those out, but you can change out a couple of things per Pokemon. There is a clear guideline of rules. For those of you who participated, you know what those rules are. For those of you that don't, basically you can only change like 2 things per Pokemon in the entire set. So if I change the nature of this Thundurus, and I change a couple of his moves, I can't change his item. I can't change his EVs and IVs, anything like that. So it is limited what you can change. That way you can't just completely mix up and bring an entirely different Mon. But enough variations such you kind of can bring an entirely different Mon, if that makes sense. I will say, though, for this consolation match, I think we only had 1 edit, and that was after game 1. And I'm not going to say who made it, but we had 1 person make like 1 edit. And otherwise, these 2 guys were just raring to go. They wanted to fucking duke it out and just beat the shit out of each other, which, like, huge respect to. So, without further ado, let's get into the shit beating out of Ing. That was proper English. All right. So we got Voids versus Tim, game 1. Tim bringing a pretty standard team. In fact, this is the exact same team he brought against WA. Let's see if there's what differences we have here. I wonder if that Rillaboom's choiced. Ooh, takes a fuck ton of damage from that U-turn. Fires off a U-turn of himself, does get a crit. Unfortunately, that means Gliscor is going to land the Toxic. Goes for Protect to heal up a little bit. I wonder if that thing's also choiced. Imagine if Rilla used Nocturne. Dude, that would have been fucking wild. That would have been wild. Okay, so we have 4 Mons named Choice. And we also have I Am Also Speed. Clearly he's not choiced because we see the Grassy Seed get used, activating Unaware. Terrain goes down. Hawlucha goes for a Swords Dance. Toxic from the... Ooh, that sucks. Toxicness. Especially on a setup sweeper, that's crazy. You hate to see it. Does live to fire off another Toxic, though, so hell yeah. Goes for a Protect. I wonder... I would have gone for another Swords Dance there, because it's very obvious that he's going to Protect or switch out. Or maybe because he was hoping he would switch out, but like, you don't switch out until after you fire off Protect, you know what I mean? Did I say Unaware? Did I say Unaware? And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know what the fuck the ability is, because I already fucked it up. It's fucking, oh, fuck me. What is it? It's, God damn it. Unburdened. See, I got the un part right. Thanks. God, I can't believe I said Unaware. Yeah, I meant unburdened, right? That's, fuck. I know what I'm talking about, okay? Misses the Zap Cannon. Activates a blunder policy. Now that is interesting tech. Unfortunately, Gliscor is immune to Thunderbolt. Switches out. Dragon Pulse does nothing to fucking Glowking. Glowking is just too damn tanky. Thunderbolt does a little bit more. Hell yeah. I do love Crocolore too much, and he also has Unaware, so yeah, that's... I am aware of how much I love that Unaware Mon. Down goes the Giraffe in the Clouds. Can Azelf land a juicy knockoff here? No! Tim goes for Protect. Gliscor comes out. Does land a knockoff, which does good damage into the Gliscor, but unfortunately, since he is choiced, as we can only assume, he can't sustain that. Yeah, that is crazy. But only ever so slightly higher than Focus Blast. But you know what's bullshit? Is I swear, I've had Draco Meteor miss more than I've had Focus Blast miss. That 90% might as well be a 70%. Ooh, down goes Rilla! Down goes Rilla, yep. This damn Slowking refuses to be knocked off. Fires off another one into... Yep, but it's not enough. Out comes Stealth Rock. Okay. Yes, you are the king of missing ceaseless edges. And the king of damage reduction berries not mattering. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Snipe Shot critical hit! Down goes the fucking Glowking. Finally, the tanky motherfucker dies. One Regenerator Mon down, one to go. Ooh, that was a good chunk of damage there from the Iron Moth. Unfortunately, though, I don't think Gliscor has what it takes to heal up enough. No, he does not. Down goes Gliscor, and I do believe this is... Unless she runs... Oh, she needed to click Knock off right there. Meow should have clicked Knock. Yep. Down goes the Moth. So Moth does not sweep. Teleon versus Raw Terra Blast. 100% the Cloyster. That's Choice Scarf for you. Ooh, down goes Inteleon. Azelf, which is locked into Flower Trick. I'm sorry. Meowscarada locked into Flower Trick. All he needs to do is hit U-turn. Down to the 1v1. Awesome. As a real slow Cyclizar. I'm led to believe that he did most of his investments into HP, special defense, and defense. That way he could capitalize on Shell Smash, being able to balance out all of the stats to higher, I would reckon. But yeah, that was close. Azelf living only at 12% is crazy. All right. Game 2. Meowscarada lead against Inteleon. Starter v starter. Inteleon doesn't like that matchup, though. Iron Moth says, I don't mind. I'll eat this. Only takes 21%. Hell yeah. Meow switches, of course. So does the Moth. Bringing Rilla against a poison type is interesting. Goes for Protect, trying to just mitigate those Grassy terrain turns. That was a lot of damage from Woodhammer. 69% on a resist against Glowking is crazy. Yeah, I do wonder why the Cyclozar was slower. I did catch that, but I didn't. I don't know. Unless Moth was choice, because we know Moth is choiced. We don't know which choice because we're just going off of nicknames here. I'm wondering if Moth wasn't Scarf, or I'm sorry, yeah, Scarf. I wonder if Moth wasn't Scarf. That way it could capitalize off of Fiery. Was it Specs in game 1? Was revealed via knock. You're right. Yeah. So then that came down to EVs / nature. Interesting. Next season, TBL, I have faith in you. Lots of pivoting going on. Goes for an explosion, which is a choice. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Gets a kill and gets to pivot. That's good momentum right there. Goes for the Terra Fire. Ooh, I don't know if that mattered. I mean, he lived, but at what cost? Ah. Explosion in draft is bold, but better to use it in a place like this where your differential doesn't matter at this point, so it's fair, I guess. Goes for Swords Dance. Has the defense boost and a speed boost because of Unaware. See what I did there? Haha, and it rhymed! I'm fucking funny! Because of Unburden. Ooh, acrobatics! Man, this poor fucking clam can just not... It just doesn't. Ooh! Ooh! Damn. Everything is like so close to dying from these acrobatics. He just needs one. There's the other Swords Dance. Sacrifices the Gliscor. Goes for Protect. Yep. Let Toxic do its thing. Down goes Cyclozar. And Glowking comes back, uses Protect so that the Hawlucha dies to Toxic. Good maneuverability there from Tim. U-turn to chip it down. This thing to tank the hit, which it does. And it can tank another one. Tanks another Fiery Dance. Does get the special attack raise. Chili's out. U-turn to whittle it down. I wonder if he was running calcs and he knew just how much knockoff was going to do, so he had to bring it down to a certain threshold. Because knockoff here does 53%, which is enough to kill it. I do believe knock takes care of the Inteleon. Yes, it does. Again, down to the 1v1. Well, I guess it was a 1v2. I guess it was a 1v2. But Meowscarada said, I'm coming out on top of this one. So that means we do get a game 3. We get all 3 games to see who's getting that 3rd place finish. Hype. All right. Let's do it. Okay, so yeah, he just needed to bring it down to at least about 50 to call it safe. You can hope for the high roll, but not worth hoping, you know what I mean? Sets up Stealth Rock, that way this Moth is now no longer getting freemium switch-ins. Fire Dance doing a shit ton of damage, does get the special attack bonus. Dies to Earthquake. Like, I lied. Now the Moth just isn't going to switch in at all. I'm sorry. That's me. That's on me. My bad. My bad. I'll take that. Earthquake into Levitate. Oh no, he pivots! I thought it was an Earthquake into Levitate. Protect. Nice. Good little fake out from Jaruni. Oh, it doesn't flinch because it was on a switch in. Man, Woodhammer doing a lot of damage to that Glow King. Banded for sure. I mean, what other choice item would you run on Rillaboom? I could see Choice Scarf. Yeah, Woodhammer doing about the same amount of damage against fucking Iron Hands as it does to a Glow King on a resist is wild. Oh, yeah, AV, yes. I'm talking about specifically just choice items, though. I definitely think Band is far superior to Scarf. I'm sure there's that one guy who got away with running Choice Specs Rillaboom once in his life. Just some crazy, I don't know, does Rillaboom learn Leaf Storm? I don't know. That one guy did it one time and it worked. I guarantee you. Uh-oh. 1, 2, and only gets hit twice. Dies to close combat. Very nice. If that 3rd one landed, man, that was scary. Goes for the Terrifier. Is unfazed by close combat. Gets off a Shell Smash. Obviously Wide Herb, yup. Ooh, Ice Shard. Ooh. Ooh, that's a dead Azelf. Can it kill Inteleon, though? Oh, shit. I think it can. 4. Does it hit 5 times? Oh, yeah, because Skill Link. I'm so used to loaded dice that Skill Link doesn't matter in my brain anymore. And, yep, there it is. Now, the Ice Shard there was wild. And there we have it. A Cloyster Sweep. Oh, yeah, forget about the pledge moves. Oh, Ice Shard was a read for Thunderclap. Yeah, but, again, noticing trends, Voids didn't really bring Thunderclap a whole lot. I know it was brought a couple of times, but it wasn't like a primary focal point of the Giraffe this season. Safest place just to chip it. That's fair. That's fair. Give me just a break, or give me just a quick second before we get into the finals match. I've been doing streaming for, what, an hour and a half now? Your boy's got to take a leak. I'll be right back. I am back. 'Tis me who is back. Okay, so get into finals. Season 2 is at its end. And it makes me sad because this is the end of a season and I don't get to do any more coverage or content until we start season 3. But it's also hype because it's fucking finals. So let's do it. Congrats on Tim, by the way, for taking 3rd place. You had a phenomenal season, dude. Like you were a threat. I know every week everybody was dreading having to fight you. Every fucking week. I know I was. And I had to pull out some janky shit to pull it off. But you, 7-1 in regular season? Crazy. That was crazy. You had a phenomenal season, man. So good job. I can't wait to see what you do in season 3. And you also did pretty good in season 1 as well. I know you came into it late. You took over for somebody, and you were drafting with mons that you weren't even used to, and you still did really good. So you've got the potential. Clearly, you know what you're doing because you made it this far. So, hi Abyss. Anyway, without further ado, game 1, finals. Wah versus AMLO Dude. The Ottawara is Cavaliers versus the Amazing Monkey Dories. And first off, the thing that I want to notice right now is the Pachirisu hadn't made an appearance at all this season. It has 0 games played regular season. And I can almost guarantee you, like I'm sure looking at Wah's team, it had its utility because it's Pachirisu. Pachirisu has some decently good utility. But my leading theory is he was like, if Pachirisu could win the finals in VGC, it can win the finals here. So I'm going to bring a Pachirisu. That's just me. No. It has nothing to do with the utility. Like, it's good, but it has nothing to do with the utility. And every thought process was, Pachirisu won 1 finals. I'm going to make it do it again. And I'm going to die on that hill. Also, I like how Wolfie was like, when are we doing Hoplite? And I haven't seen Wolfie make a single message throughout this entire stream. I think Wolfie died. Rest in peace, Wolfie. Yeah, he was here during doubles, but he didn't. He hasn't said shit for singles. Maybe he got busy, or he fell asleep. That's true. That's true. Like, I know he was hyped to watch because I don't think he watched the replays, so I don't want to like start it without him. But also like, fuck it. Oh, hello, wife. The cat. Is she eating something she shouldn't have been? Plastic, I assume?
Idiot.
Yeah, idiot. Your food bowl's full, you dingus. My cat likes to eat plastic. When she thinks she's hungry, she likes to chew on plastic as like a rebellious, hey, you guys need to feed me, even though her food bowl 9 times out of 10 has fucking food in it. Go away, you can't hide behind me. Nope. Go face your consequences, cat. TBL says hi.
Hello, TBL.
All right. We've waited long enough. We're getting into finals. Decidueye versus the washing machine. Also, keep an eye out on AMLO's nicknames, because this is a trend he did in doubles as well. In doubles, all of his nicknames were named against, like, after ice-type moves, because he was fighting Blizzard. And now all of his Pokemon have Wah in the nickname, and I think it's funny. Samurott does not like a Will-O-Wisp, but it will eat its Lumberry. Very nice. Got double spikes. Very nice. Ceaseless Edge hasn't missed yet. Just fucking kidding, I spoke way too soon. Down goes Samurai. We do see a Terra Flying Thunderous. It does take the kill on Wheezing. Winning the mental battle for sure. Back comes Thunderous. Dodges a Hurricane. Iron Jugular switches out into Pachirisu. Takes a good chunk of damage from Sludge Wave, but nothing crazy. Switches out into Desi. Let me guess, Desi gets paralyzed again. Oh no! Desi doesn't get paralyzed again. Just the way this bird likes to eat status moves, I had a feeling. We see a Terra Steel and another Hurricane miss. Terra Blast doing 39 on the resist. Hurricane brings Thunderous insanely low, but Terra Blast does seal the deal. There it is. There we have it. The Weakness Berry mitigating damage, but it's still not being enough. Hydro Pump lands. Crazy. Especially in rain, getting a Hydro Pump to land. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Good switch in there. So we have 2 layers of spikes, 1 layer of toxic spikes. Does get Ontoured into the 2nd layer of toxic spikes. That's rough for anything Amlodude wants to send in. Out comes Pelly. Eats a Nuzzle. Does get paralyzed. So, okay, so either way, a bird is getting statused. Denies the switch. Now he has to hard pivot if he wants to. Goes for a Super Fang instead. Oh, it's forced to pivot. Ooh, Gouging Fire gets toxic. Unfortunate. Back out to Pelly, setting up that rain again. Pelly dies, but it's okay. Valiant sacrifice to set up the rain for the endgame Barraskewda. Yep, Barraskewda comes out. Yeah, going for greedy double spikes in the beginning of the match is nice if you can land it, but it's hard. Because it's such like it's like such a obvious read. If you can get 1 layer out and let him stick for a little bit, try to get that 2nd layer out later. Clodsire gets Willowed, which does suck, as he is running physical Clodsire. Says, I don't care, I'll heal that shit off. Encore fails. Barraskewda against the world here, because Clodsire is pretty much dead in the water with that burn. Can Barra clean up? 2 down, 1 to go. Aqua Jet to seal the deal. Very nice. Very nice. Wa takes game 1. Good match. 32 turns. You know, pretty standard singles matchup there. Wasn't over too quick and it wasn't too long drawn out. Especially given the I don't want to say there's a stall nature to Wa's team, but the Clodsire with this Decidueye, how he has it built, Because this Decidueye is very bulky. It's not meant to sit there and fire back any sorts of crazy damage. He's got a good little stall element going on. And with the ability of Clodsire and Hammerot being able to set I mean, it was kind of quick, yeah. But Clodsire and Hammerot being able to set up layers of hazards to help whittle down Pokemon is pretty nice. Which is crazy because he has an offensive core in Barraskewda, and you can run Pelly offensively. Samurott can be ran offensively. Thundurus is offensive. Yeah, I really like how you've used his Hisuian Decidueye this season. It's been really fun to watch. I haven't seen a lot of H-Desi gameplay, so it's really fun seeing you use it that way. Because, like, in my mind, I'm like, his signature move lands at the crit. I want to use that. Yeah, checking gouging is great. Like, if that thing gets to run away, it's going to. I'm sorry, it's not going to run away. It's going to dance away. All right, game 2. U-turn on the Desi. It was revealed with that, because it was Burning Bulwark, wasn't it? Wouldn't, and correct me if I'm wrong here, because clearly I'm an idiot and don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to this item, because I don't use it. Wouldn't Covert Cloak also affect it, or does Covert only affect when it's receiving the damage? It mitigates secondary effects, because that is a secondary effect of Burning Bulwark. Yeah, I also like making the Zoroark. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it is only on the receiving end, not the giving end. So Protective Pads is the counter part to... Okay, that makes sense. Great fucking read, by the way, or great prep on that. So we do see a switch up here. Like I said, they had their chances to make edits in between matches. We do see a switch up here. Game 1, this Hammerot was Lumberry. Game 2, he said nope. Does get all 3 layers of spikes up, though. Was it still Lumberry? Then did I miss something? Did he get knocked? I don't even see the toxic play. Am I retarded? Oh, turn 4. Duh. I pay attention. I'm gonna blame that I was reading chat when that happened. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Uh-oh, Thunder is setting up again. Thundy gets burned, doesn't give 2 flying fucks. Good damage on the Pachirisu there. Dead Squirrel. Thundurus does not want to face a Cleavor, decides to sack Hammerot here, which does allow Ammo to get a layer of rocks up, which Pelly doesn't like. Pelly sets up the rain, though, which is good. You can't set up 2 layers of rocks there, buddy. Ooh, Hurricane! Guaranteed to land now. And land it does. Poison jab does land the poison. Very nice. Ah, Clodsire gets burned again. Does set up a layer of spikes. T-spikes, to be precise. Very nice. Hex doing minimal damage. 2 for 2 on the poison jabs. Ooh, another Hydro Pump land. Dead Clodsire. Back out to Jugulus. Eats a Sludge Wave. And takes some poison damage. Don't think he's getting... Oh, he pivots instead of going for the kill. To set up Rain. Yep. Dark Pulse kills Pelly. Down goes Jugulus. 3v2. Goes for a Breaking Swipe. Minimizes attack. Very nice. Lives the close combat. Oh! Clodsire gets a kill from the grave. And down goes Thunderous. 1-1. On to game 3. It is a best out of 5, so please don't go anywhere. All right, game 3. It's 1-1. Who's going to win this one? And if they do, they have to win another one. It's anybody's game at this point. Hisuian Setter versus Hisuian Setter. There, okay, there we see the switch up. Samurott is now sashed. Uh-oh. Gouging gets up a Dragon Dance. Goes for Breaking Swipe. Pelipper eats it. Burning Bulwark to stall out. Oh, he's not running lefties on Gouging anymore. Good Super Fang. Does Wago for the roost? No, he goes for a knock. Sacrifices the Hammerot, which gets burned again. That's 3 matches in a row. Lives on 1. Does land a Toxic, so Thunderous can still set up if it wants to, but it's not going to be as effective wasting those turns. Unfortunate that it lived on 1 for real. Doesn't want to risk too much damage. Goes for Hex. Okay. That makes sense. Does he roost here? Yes, he does! And Desi kills the Weezing. Yeah, Thundy did change Terra types. Yes, we went Terra Water from Terra Flying. Aw, Stone Axe missing. It sucks. Out comes Scooter. Thunderbolt doing a good chunk of damage. Hex doing another good chunk of damage. Taking a lot of his HP so he can't stall off that Toxic as much as he might want. Ooh, he does get the kill on Pachirisu, though. But unfortunately does die to Toxic. Imagine missing stealth rocks. That's crazy. Imagine missing spikes, Wah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Another hurricane miss. Unfortunate. That one doesn't miss, though. Oh, look! A damage reduction berry. Down goes skewed, or down goes the washing machine. Fish is set up in a really good spot. Can he stall out the rain? Oh, doesn't matter. Barraskewda goes bye-bye. Back out to Pelly. Amlo trying to stall out this rain as best as he can. Jugs comes out. Will not miss another hurricane. Gets confused. Clodsire gets hurricaned. Activates the red card. Good read there from Amlo, dude. Pelly setting up rain again. Good read there from Wah. Back-to-back ground immunities. Hurricane to kill the gouging fire. It's up to you, Jugs. Lands a hurricane, lives on one. Pelly gets confused. And Barraskewda fires off liquidation for the kill. It is 2-1 in Wah's favor going into game 4. All right. Let's see who wins this. This could define the rest of the match for Wah. If he wins this one, he is the champion. Amlo could win it, though. Samrock goes down to Sash. Back out to the Wheezing. One layer of spikes up. Can he get another one? Goes for Dark Pulse. Switching it up to a little special attacker there, I see. Ooh, critical hit Thunderbolt. Very nice. Rotom does not want to eat another one of those. Rain gets set up again. We see a Terra flying from the Iron Jugulus. Another confusion. Activates the red card. Pelly eats the burn this time. Wah said this Clodsire gets burned way too much. The Squirrel tanks the Hurricane. Says, I can weather this storm. Clodsire goes for a cover. Very nice. Switches out. Yep, doesn't want to eat a Hydro Pump. Which he does go for and does land. We're 3 for 3 on Hydro Pumps. Yet how many Ceaseless Edges have we seen miss? I think 1 or 2. Raw Terra Blast. Goes for the Terra. Ooh, it lives! Man, Pachirisu just died to Terra Blast. That's crazy. Oh, Hurricane miss. Back out to Rotom. Good read there from Amlo. Thundurus gets burned again, as we saw, was it last match or the match before, but as we know, he don't give a fuck. He does care about that, though. Down goes Thundurus to burn, but Rotom is in a pretty weak spot now. Hard switches, yep. Nice, Liquidation kills Jugs. Clodsire comes out, eats a Stone Axe, which does let Amlodude get up some rocks. Clodsire heals back to full health, okay. Resisted crit is crazy. 11% is crazy. Pain split, okay. Unfortunately, gets burned again. Oh no. Here we have it, guys. When an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Question is, which one's the unstoppable force? Which one's the immovable object? That's up for you to decide. Damn it. Good little stall battle going. Oh, back to the stall battle. Does clear out those spikes, though, which is very helpful. The toxic spikes, that is. Gets knocked off. Can't do that no more. The bird gets burned. Nope, it's already burned there, buddy. He's probably trying to predict a Barraskewda switch there, I believe, or he's just stalling at this point. Which stall makes sense. Clodsire only has 4 recovers left. Pain Split doing exactly 0 there was crazy. Uh-oh, we see a switch. Desi gets attempted to be burned again, but you can't do that. Wa is attempting to just PP stall this. Nice. Pain Split working in Wa's favor there. Very nice. Surf to finally end the stall battle. There we go. Out comes Gouging Fire. Takes nothing from those heavy-duty boots. Right, yeah, that stall battle was just wild. Barraskewda kills. Protective pads, man, really are putting in work. And unfortunately, Wah's rain timer is going down. Does get the kill on the gouging fire, though, which is nice. Switches out into Desi. Oh, look! That's a nice berry you got there, Wah. I don't reckon Clodsire can do much. No, I agree 100%. Yeah, you needed to land that poison on the It did. 100% it did. However, I know in the moment you probably weren't wanting to go to game 5. You would much have preferred to seal the deal and call it there, but I, for one, love a good game 5 hype. EQ's the full time was better in retrospect. Yep. Game fucking 5. Who is going to be crowned the ODL Season 2 Hoplite Division Champion? This set has been wild. It's been I could not have asked for a better finals. Like, both contenders just poured their heart out in this set, and it really shows. They both played phenomenally. All right. Without further ado, game 5. Poribot having to be a dickhead in chat. Very standard lead the last two. U-turn into 1 HP. Okay. I just want to point out a couple things here. Wah, in game 5, I know he made the edit prior, we just didn't see it. But Wah, in game 5 of the finals, where stakes are at their highest, decides to bring Hydro Cannon on Hisuian Samurott. Says, fuck this stall, you're going to die. Yeah, he brought it in game 3. Or he made the edit. You made the edit after game 2. So, yes. Fucking Samurott being ran as a special attacker. Okay, cool. Samurott being ran as a special attacker with Hydro Cannon is fucking wild. But damn did it pay off. That wheezing was problematic. That got rid of a lot of threats into your team. No more... Obviously, it can stall just based on tankiness, but no more burn, which is huge. Fish versus Squirrel. Fish says, nope, I'm getting out of Dodge. Yes, and T-spikes are up consistently as well. Oh, look, the bird gets paralyzed again. Yeah, lots of Super Fangs missed too. Oh, right. This motherfucker also has Will-O-Wisp. So things are still getting burned. Ooh, good Volt Absorb play there from Amlo. Very nice. Didn't matter though. Dies to a Terra Water Terra Blast. Hisuian versus Hisuian. Desi does not like X's or... Nope, not in the slightest. Both Mons dealing a good chunk of damage to one another. Decides to switch out. Very nice. Tanks that Thunderbolt. Fires a raw Terra... Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's not raw. Terra Water in the rain. It's far from raw. My bad. He is in Aqua Jet range. Goes for Liquidation. Protective Pad's putting in the work here. Close combat killing the Rotom. Out comes the Jugs, goes for Terra Flying. Fat flip turn from the Barraskewda, very nice. True. Lands that poison. The only poison he missed is the one that kind of mattered the most. Clodsire taking bodies with his poison this set. Down goes Pelly, but it doesn't matter. The rain is up. And all Barraskewda has to do is click the funny buttons. 1v1. Skewda goes for the Aqua Jet to seal the deal. And there we have it, folks. Toxicosis, aka Abyss, aka Wah, is our Olympian Draft League Season 2 Singles Division Champion. Very well done, sir. Very well done. You performed astonishingly well. Now, I can't say you performed astonishingly well this season, and the reason why is because technically you didn't even make playoffs. But I think the beauty of it is that you didn't make playoffs. You had to be given the playoff seed because the co-founder of the league decided he wanted to just go AFK and stop talking to us for whatever fucking reason. Shout out to you, Stoyan, for being a douchebag. And so Wah, being the next in line at number 9, got the seed. Went from being the number 9 seed to winning fucking finals. That's crazy. Very well done, bro. Very well done. It was super fun watching you come in. Like, it would have been a shame to just be like, yeah, I get to win finals even though I shouldn't have. And then you lose. It's like game 1. Like, obviously that happened to literally everybody else that lost round 1 of playoffs. It sucks to make it to finals. Or, I'm sorry, make it to playoffs and then lose. But you said, nah, fuck this. I have a mission and I'm going to see it through. And you did. Fuck yeah, you did. Congratulations. You know the deal. You get a custom new funky roll, and also if you're up for it, I know you have a really cool logo, so if you don't want the logo, that's totally up to you. But yeah, the logo is the prize should you choose to claim it. If not, you will definitely get your roll, which I will be updating very, very shortly. I already updated Blizzard's, but I didn't do yours because I know people were hyped to watch this, so I didn't do yours until finals were done being streamed, so people had no chance. If they wanted it to not be spoiled, they could have either watched the replays or joined us in the live, and I know Table did just that. So there we have it. Why? You just want it recolored? I mean, normally I have someone commission it. Oh, you just recolored. Right. Also, I don't know how it's appearing for you guys, but the stream for me is just showing. Oh, it's because I had it paused. I apparently, because I keep up with chat on my phone. I apparently had it paused like halfway through a set somehow, so I was just staring at Cleavor versus Clodsire like, Anyway, just kidding. Don't mind me. I had it paused on my phone. But yeah, thank you everyone who participated in this season. Thank you everyone who came and watched the live streams. Yes. I was actually I did want to ask you about that TBL. As I noticed you never sent up your logo for the season, and you said you were going to do that, but you were busy. So I just assumed you were still just as busy with your graphic designs, so that you didn't even get to do your logo. But I did want to talk that out with you. So yeah. But yeah, you guys are welcome. It's my pleasure. I love doing this. It's having a platform for draft is probably one of the my favorite things that I have done in an adult. Like it's my favorite hobby is running Draft League. I fucking love it. You did, but you know, no fucking shit. Hold on. Am I retarded? Did you at me? Because if you just updated it, I wasn't gonna go look at it. Wow, why'd you send it to Blizzard? Oh, for doubles, because you were in doubles, I guess, huh? Did he? Did you? Did you send it to contenders? There, or is it? Okay, yeah. I gathered that much. And do you know what's fucked up? Is he? I don't know if he put it. It's not in the contenders tab. Did he put it on the sheet? I'm gonna laugh if he never fucking put it on the sheet either. Oh, he did. Oh, your logo's fucking sick. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's dope. That's really cool. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind, if you do want to get it, if you do want to do the commissions, that would be fucking fantastic. I'll get in touch with you about that. But yes, that is going to be it from me. Thank you everyone again for coming out. Thank you everyone for participating, and give a huge shout out to Wah, AMLO, and Tim for hitting top 3 in the I'm sorry, the Hoplite division. God damn, I know how to speak English. But fuck yeah, I will catch y'all on the next one. Here's to hoping that we get the same badass shenanigans that we got this season in season 3. I can't wait. Catch y'all later. Thanks for coming out. Bye.